Hey, what's going on, guys? It's FanBoyAaron, and guess what? Another FanBoyAaron review, and we're continuing our Combiner Wars Bruticus with the Deluxe class Swindle. Now, before we take a look at the figure, let's take a good look at the box. As you can see at the bottom there, it says Swindle. That's his name. And in the background is a removable comic book, which you can read. I am not going to take it out or look at it, but trust me, you can take it out and look at it if you want. On the side, there's Bruticus, Combiner Wars. Nothing on this side. Nothing of interest on the bottom. On the back, as you can see, it's just product shots, images of the whole team, and a bio. If you want to read it, just pause it there, because I don't have to keep reading through all these. And that does it for the packaging. Alright, back to the figure. Here we have Swindle in his military Jeep mode. I think that's what this is supposed to be. It's not like any Jeep I've ever seen, but yeah, let's take a closer look at it. As you can see, there is a lot of molded detail. Now, unfortunately, there's also a lack of paint, which really would have helped this guy, but still, it's not that bad. I mean, you can tell it's Swindle. Let's get closer here at the details. You can see all the panels, little bolts, just a Decepticon symbol there in the middle. You got like these little bags here on the side. I never noticed that until now. That's pretty neat. Again, a little extra paint would have helped, but, you know, it's not bad. You got a little glossy paint there. I do like that. And there's the underside, and yeah, you know, the transformation for this guy is pretty. Oh yeah, there's also a little purple. But we'll worry about these colors when we get the robot mode. But yeah, overall, it's a very clean-looking vehicle mode. I mean, you don't really see any of the robot mode parts except for the fist, but even then, you kind of have to try because everything molds in so very well. He is definitely one of my more favorites of the Combiner Wars Bruticus team. Yeah, and they used a different kind of paint for these parts that'll end up being his feet, and it kind of breaks the color scheme a little bit, but it's not that noticeable. Overall, I think it's pretty alright. He rolls like he's supposed to. I'm trying not to do that because I don't want people to think I'm ripping off MGO. He made it roll. He's ripping off MGO. Yeah, well, bite me. I'm just showing what the thing does. Now, he comes with a couple accessories. He comes with a gun, which is done in a very nice blackish gray paint with a nice flaky finish to it. I do like the way this little machine gun looks. Not a bad weapon for Swindle. And like the others, he comes with a hand-foot gun that looks like that. Again, I don't know if this is the hand-foot gun he came with. I'm only using it as an example. I do not care for these, and I'm not going to use them for the main Bruticus review because, you know, third-party kit after when we get to that point. And you can store the weapon. I'm not going to bother showing how this thing stores because I fucking hate them. But I will show how the weapon stores. Let me adjust my camera here. You don't need to see the things on the side. That's about as good as it's going to. Screw it. It's good as it's going to get. You can store the weapon. Now, there are a dozen different ways you can store this weapon. There are pegs here and here. And if you want, you can plug them up there if you want. Or you got this peg here and a little peg hole there. You have the gun right in the middle like a mounted turret, and that's not a bad look. I do dig that. Alright, vehicle mode comparisons. Here he is with fellow Combiner Wars figure Dead End. I think this is a fair comparison. I don't know, maybe it's a fair comparison. I mean, for a regular Jeep, maybe, but I don't think this is a fair comparison for a military class Jeep. See how they look together. here he is with the last member of his team I looked at, Vortex. Yeah, this is definitely not size proportionate to a helicopter. Gyrocopter maybe, but not this kind of helicopter. And just so you know, he compares to something a little more recent. Here he is with Siege, War for Cybertron, Voyager class, Soundwave. And yeah, kind of got a similar blocky aesthetic going on. Yeah, that pretty much does it for the vehicle mode. Let's get down to the transformation. You don't have to remove the gun, but I'm going to anyway. We'll start with the limb modes. Now, shit, how does the limb mode go again? I actually haven't done this for a while. I've had all these figures sitting here for so long, waiting to be reviewed. I think you want to fold these up, like I just did. Then, do that. Then, of course, you take your hand-foot gun. I'm just going to leave the gun, put the gun back. Then you just plug it in there. And, yeah, that's the leg mode, I think. I don't know. I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure that that is the leg mode. Pretty simple. Now, the arm mode is a little more complicated. I'll have to think about this while I'm doing it. I think, don't quote me, but I think we want to pull this up. Kind of get it out of the way a little bit. Move the, what am I doing wrong here? Oh, no, you know what? You want to take the legs and split them apart. They're on a double hinge in here. Just pull them out. And clip them back up at the top. The first part of the transformation is just getting things out of the way. This thing's on a hinge, you want to move it up like that. Now you notice in the leg here, there's little grooves on either side that are meant to swoop around the molding here. So just angle that, plug it in, and do the same thing on the other side. And then after that, you just close the legs back together, rotate the waist, and I think you want to fold this like that, and I think that's the arm mode. Again, I'm not sure because I never used this guy as an arm, but I think this is the arm mode. And again, hand-foot gun, you just flip out the fingers, move the thumb, plug it in the hole, and there we have an arm, I think. Don't quote me, but I think. If this isn't the way it's supposed to be, it's good enough. I mean, it looks like an arm, so it can be an arm. And from here, robot mode is quite simple. You just rotate the waist back, split the legs apart, come down here, flip the combiner peg down. I'm gonna raise the camera a little bit. Move it forward a bit too. Okay, then from here, what are we gonna do from here? Flip that out, just kind of get out of the way. Take the arms, bring them out, like so. Rotate forward, swing them down, rotate the biceps. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. Then you just bring this back down, get out of the way so you can flip the head up. Rotate the head. Then this back part, you just want to bring it. Oh, I popped it off. You're not supposed to do that. Pop back on. Just bring it up all the way, flush against his back. That's about as good as you're going to get it. And there we have Swindle in the robot mode. And yeah, he's a little beefier than I would prefer him to be, but he doesn't look too bad. I think he looks pretty good. Let's take a closer look at the guy. Camera to focus. And take a look at that head sculpt. Very nice looking head sculpt. I do what little paint there is on this guy, it is done very well. As you can see, they And a little purple and blue to kind of break up the yellow, which is nice. Lots of beautiful molded detail all throughout this figure. I do love how this guy looks. He's one of my personal favorites of the Combiner Wars figures. Now, articulation, the head is on a ball joint, can look that far up. Down, basically not at all. It can rotate. Shoulders on a ball joint, can go all the way around and go out that far. They can also use, you can also use a transformation joint for if you need to. Bicep swivel, little over 90-degree elbow bend. Nothing at the, is there something at the wrist? No, nothing at the wrist. Waist rotation. The hips are on a ball joint, so they can go out about that far. Back all the way, so yeah, that's pretty good. You can do the full splits. That's always a good thing. Let's see. 90 degrees of knee bend. And, so, to my surprise, a little bit of ankle tilt. I did not know that this guy had ankle tilt. I guess I haven't messed around with this guy enough to know that. So, yeah, Bruticus is not the only Combiner Wars figure with ankle tilt. And that just marks this guy up even further. Because I hate the... not Bruticus, Brawl. The Brawl. The Brawl has ankle tilt, but that's his only redeeming factor. I'll post a link in the description for that review, maybe, so you can hear my full thoughts on the guy. Now, again, he can hold all of his stuff. I'm not going to show the hand-foot gun because, you know, screw that thing. But, yeah, he can hold his machine gun in his hand, like so. You can also store it up here, or, okay, I was going to say maybe you could store it on his back, but nope, I guess not. So, yeah, if you want to store it, you have to deal with either the shoulder ports or just leave it in the hand. I think Swindle should just be leaving it in his hand, though, anyway. Alright, robot mode comparisons. Alright, here he is with fellow Combiner Wars figure Dead End. As you can see, he's got a little more bulk than Dead End. Again, a little bulkier than a character like Swindle should be, but it's fine by me. Here he is with the last member of his team I looked at, Vortex. Size-wise, I can tell you right now, this is not right, but they still look okay together, I guess. And again, more recent comparison, here he is with Siege, War for Cybertron, Soundwave. These two look like they go to the same gym. Yeah, so there you have it. That has been the Combiner Wars Swindle. A very good figure. Definitely one of the better figures from the Combiner Wars line. I mean, I didn't even know he had ankle tilt. That puts him right up there with number 2 of my favorite Combiner Wars figures I got. Number 1 I'll be reviewing next. And surprisingly, it's not Onslaught. It's going to be this guy. Yeah. I'm surprised I managed to get that too. Now, Swindle stands at about 5.5 inches. And at the time he was released, he was going for about $15, $16. So, yeah, if you can find this guy for a decent price, I would recommend picking him up. Very good figure for a full Combiner Wars team, or just a standalone figure. I think he's good enough for that as well. So, yeah, this has been the Combiner Wars Swindle, and join me next time when I'll be taking a look at, hopefully, the Studio Series Ironhide in the DNA kit that I ordered. If it comes in tomorrow, I'll review it tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll probably just pick something else to review. I don't know for certain yet. But anyway, until then, I'll see you guys around. Bye-bye.